You don't get it, do you? Like, everyone is literally lying to you. The people online, they are lying to you. People around you are lying to you. Even the people you trust the most are actually lying to you when it comes to losing fat. And I'm going to expose that. I'm going to expose those lies once and for all in this video. And I'm kind of sad, really. I'm a little bit, surprised that like how you as a Muslim can actually fall for those lies. But I'm gonna have husn done, benefit of the doubt, that is. Maybe these people, they aren't trying to lie to you. Maybe you don't think they're lying to you and you trust them. But it is not the right thing to do. You don't lose fat by dieting. You don't lose fat by going to the gym and doing a bunch of cardio. No, there is something else. And I'm going to prove this, why those things I just mentioned, they don't work, and what you should do instead. And the best part is, the things you're going to learn in this video, number one, they're literally going to change your life, inshallah ta'ala, but they are also based on the prophetic sunnah and the Quran, backed up by the latest scientific research when it comes to the most efficient and consistent way of losing fat as a Muslim. Now, before we start, just to mention, this is episode 2 in the 7-part mini course that I'm doing, where I cover the whole Stronger Muslim system that is designed and made to help you as a Muslim to lose fat in the most consistent way possible, using the Sunnah, the Quran, backing it up with the latest scientific research, while all of that is also helping you to get closer to Allah. And if you haven't seen episode 1, I would recommend that, because it's basically going to tell you who I am. If this is the first time you're seeing me and you're thinking, hold on, a white dude, blue eyes, tattoos, why is he going to tell me as a Muslim how to lose weight? The first video is going to explain all of that. Now, in this video, what we're going to do, I'm going to expose the lies that I told you about in the beginning. So we're going to, let me pull my little pen up, highlighting pen. We're going to cover 2 problems and then the solution to those problems. Now, problem number 1, okay, starting off, this is you watching, yeah. And you're probably struggling with one of these 2 or both. And that is belly fat, overweight, love handles, and low energy / low Iman. And this is probably your environment. You're living in the West. Maybe you're not living in Europe. Maybe you live in the US or whatever. But I couldn't fit everything in one picture. So let's just call it the West. And as you know, if you haven't noticed already, you don't hear that where you live. And it's quite hard to pray wherever you are. When you go to work, when you go to the mall, and you probably, quote unquote, don't have time to do the dhikr and read the Quran you want. And the things you see, they are pretty devastating when it comes to, being a Muslim. You got the mixing between the genders, freely, no problem with that, according to them. You got the whole thing, I don't know if I can say this, if I'm going to get blocked or something, but the LGBTQ plus, I think they have other letters now, HDTV, I don't know. It's everywhere. They're pushing it down your throat, even if you don't want it. And obviously a lot of facade, a lot of sins, a lot of corruption. This is what you see on a daily basis. And you think like this, I still need to lose weight. I need to get rid of this belly fat, right? So the solution, which is not really a solution, it's actually a trap. And what is the trap, you might wonder? Well, you lose weight, or you go and try to lose weight while you're losing your faith. So you go to the gym where you see a bunch of, uncovered people that should be covered, both male and female. And there's a lot of music, shaitan music being played. All of these things are inevitably going to affect your Iman. And as a Muslim, this is not really good, because the result is no results. You feel insecure as a Muslim man or woman. You get low Iman, and that's just going to make you feel even more depressed and even more sad. And the thing is, I am saying this all the time. You can see it if you follow me on Instagram, and if you haven't, go and follow me because I'm saying this all the time. As a Muslim, you should not go to the gym to lose weight. And it's not like I'm giving you a fatwa or something. I'm just providing the reason why you should not go, and they are pretty clear if you ask me, right? And what do most of the Muslims say? Well, they say very weird stuff. Let's read them. There's no reason for a Muslim not to go to the gym. I'm a Muslim and I gym. I love it. Don't judge. It's very good for body and mind. Sure. Oh, not again. Don't go to the mall, school, college, university. Don't turn on the TV. So it means basically, if there's sins everywhere, don't care about it. You can go and have fun too. Apparently, as a Muslim, I can totally confirm this is nonsense. Really? Well, I'm going to show you some verses from the Quran that's going to disprove that. Don't care, still going to the gym. Look, if you want to go to the gym, fine. Like, if you find, first of all, I'm talking about a halal gym. Like, that's fine. You can go, there's no free mixing between genders. No music, halal. But if you feel like, no, I'm going to go to the haram gyms. I don't care about your opinion, white boy. Okay. Don't care about it. But again, it's not how you lose weight at the end of the day. Like, working out is not the best way to lose weight. Now, this reminds me all of these comments about a few ayats. For example, Allah says, by Allah, we have sent messengers to communities before you, but Satan, Shaitan, made their deeds look good to them. They were sinning, they were doing crazy stuff, and they thought it was good. They were doing shirk. They thought it was good. And Shaitan said, my Lord, since you made me go astray, that's why we call him a Shaitan al-Rajim. He's the one, like the what you call it, like the straight one or whatever, right? And also you see Shaitan saying, my Lord, since you made me go astray, I swear that I shall beautify for them evils on earth, and I shall lead all of them astray. Interesting. Doesn't this sound very familiar? What is happening, to Muslims living in the West? So, if this is you, and you think, no, hold on, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work out from home and follow a diet plan. That's the solution, right? I'm not doing the haram stuff. Sure. My brother and sister, sure. But that's when we come to problem number 2. And that is, whatever you're doing right now is probably result-based weight loss. And it's a problem with that, and I'm going to tell you why. Probably what you're doing now, you're saying like, okay, Simon, deal. I'm not going to go to haram gyms. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set a goal here. I'm going to lose 10 kilos. That's what I'm going to do. So let's see step number 2. Okay, I'm going to get me a plan. I'm going to, get me a diet plan, a boring diet plan, a keto diet, meal plan, whatever. I'm going to cut out all the sugars, whatever strict diet you're trying to follow. And I'm going to do a workout plan, and even if it is not a halal gym workout plan, it's going to be a home workout plan. And then, mashallah, you're getting results, you're losing weight, right? Or are you really doing that? Now, the thing is, according to the latest research, and the crazy part is, they've done research in this subject for over 60 years, 6 decades. The latest research showed that 95% of people, like you, that are following diets, they end up regaining all the weight. They get all the weight back. And this is, like I said, something the scientific community, they have known for 60 years. And still, we fall for this. And just to push this point even further, you have literally a better chance to beat cancer. Yes, you heard me right. You have a better chance to beat cancer than having a successful weight loss with diets and gym workouts. Actually, if you look at the numbers, you have 5 times more chance beating cancer than trying to lose weight. with diet plans. So I know I kind of, I can almost feel how you're feeling across the screen here. You think it's hopeless, right? You think it's like, okay, so I cannot go to gym, I cannot work out from home, I cannot do diets, nothing's gonna work. I didn't say nothing's gonna work. These things are not gonna work, but there's something that is going to work, and that is probably something that's going to blow your socks off if you have any. Now, so instead of standing on the thin rope here of diets and workouts, we know what's going to happen when one of them goes away. You're going to fall down. Instead, what I think you should do is something I call a lifestyle-based weight loss. So to kind of just go through it very briefly, it's basically the system I work with, the Stronger Muslim system. And this is why I'm making this video. And in that system, it consists of two things. It consists of the things you do and the things you think, right? So actions and mindset. And we using Quran and Sunnah to fix this so that you change your lifestyle completely. You transform into a much better version of yourself. And we're using the latest scientific research backing up these claims as well, right? Not because we need it, but just because they exist, right? And to make it really simple to understand, you probably have, I hope you've seen these three-legged chairs. Like when I ask people, they're like, what is that? Well, if you go to IKEA, you know, this Swedish furniture company, you know, I'm from Sweden. We all have these stools with three legs. Get them. Okay. If you cut up one leg, you're probably gonna know what's gonna happen with these two happy people. They most likely going to fall off and hit themselves really hard. So what are these three legs? Well, if you want to have lifestyle-based weight loss, that is going to be consistent and give you a result. You need to have a plan for your health, a plan for your habits, and you need to get the help you need. So in summary, the way we do it in the Stronger Muslim system is, when it comes to your health, we create a lifestyle-based eating plan. So it's very simple. We look at the daily eating, what you eat on a daily basis, the food you're eating. We look at what you're snacking, how often you're snacking. We look at how much or how often you're eating out. And then we find the best solution to this. It does not mean that you're going to quit all of this, because that's not a solution. Restriction is not a strategy. Instead, we're trying to find a balance between the things you're eating and the goal you want to achieve, you know, losing weight. But we want to include the things, like include the foods you love, so that this can actually be a lifestyle. It's something you can actually live with. That is why we call it lifestyle eating. And when it comes to your daily fitness, now you think, but Simon, hold on, you told me that we shouldn't work out. Right, not in the traditional sense. Something we do is what we call a plan A, B, C. You can see that I'm not very good at writing with pen. This generation is truly lost when it comes to handwriting. So sorry about that. Anyways, the plan ABC is based on a beautiful hadith where the Prophet ﷺ mentioned about the salah, that when you pray, you should stand up. And if you cannot do that, you sit down. And if you cannot even do that, you lie down. So you can see how he provided these different solutions depending on your condition that day, but you still got to pray. So same thing goes with your exercise, your physical activity. No, it does not mean you have to work out every day. No, it does not mean you have to go to the gym. And no, this doesn't even it doesn't mean that you even have to work out. I have majority of my clients, they are following programs where they are walking, purely just walking, using this ABC concept. So you have one plan for A, one plan for B, that should be simple or simpler. And I cannot write there. And one plan for C. You don't do all of them in one day, but you know, you look at the day, how you're feeling and all that. Again, I'm going to go more in all of these things. I'm going to go into details when it comes to eating, for example, and the exercise, because they need their own episodes. There's a lot of things to talk about there. I just want you to understand the concept here. So when it comes to a health plan, you need to have a lifestyle eating method or strategy, and you need to have a daily fitness plan or method so that you are active every day, because these both of these things, they are going to accelerate your metabolism, make you burn more fat that you, like, in a way you didn't know was possible. Now you need to lay down some habits. So how we do it is there are two things here. We do something called habit stacking. So, when you stack things on top of each other, well, you cannot start at the top. You need to start at the bottom, right, to create a foundation. That's the idea with habit stacking. So in my app, you can see, for example, let's say you have a Quran habit. So you create a habit stack in reading Quran in different ways, depending on your lifestyle. You might have more simpler habits of just tracking the Fajr prayer or doing your morning adhkar. Fine. Whatever works. You just pick the most important habits you want to focus on. And it doesn't have to be hundreds of them, like 1, 2, or 3, that's enough. And then you track it, because if you do not track it, it will not exist and it will not happen. And that's why, in Surah Al-Infitar, Allah says, on you are the scribes, the angels, right, that are writing down every deed you're doing, because you're going to be held accountable to that. Why do we need that? Well, it's because if we track something, it basically exists more consciously in our mind. It means that we will subconsciously work towards a better version of that action or that mindset or whatever that is. So that's why tracking is really, really important here. And then you need help, because if you're doing it alone, you might as well just give up. So what we do is, in the Stronger Muslim system, we have a daily support check-in, which means basically going through the progress that's been done since yesterday, seeing what could be better, improved on, and what we could remove that does not work, and providing the support and motivation needed. And then you also need weekly guidance. So we have in the system, weekly coaching calls, Q&A lives, and workshops, and all of that. Now, it looks very messy, me drawing everywhere. That is a lifestyle-based weight loss. You have a health plan, a plan for your health, a plan for your habits. Make sure that the health, whatever you're doing with your workout and eating, becomes consistent, but also your Islamic habits. And then you get support and help in all of that. Does it work? Well, look for yourself, right? Because our fan here lost his belly fat in just 6 weeks. And he started to pray Fajr on time, which is amazing. And we got Muhammad here from Canada. He lost 25 kilos of fat. The funny thing is, he did not lose majority of this weight with me. He actually lost that weight himself. So when we worked together, he lost 10 kilos. And then he went out and lived his life, continued this lifestyle-based weight loss or method, and he lost even more weight. He even started his own business to build a sustainable business, which is amazing. Like, this is what I'm telling you. Like, if you fix your fitness, if you fix your body and give your body its rights, it's going to give you much more, like, you're going to get multiple things back, right? And many of you might think, oh, this is only for brothers, right? Or men. No, it's not. Majority of my clients are actually women, but obviously I don't take pictures of my clients. But Fanny here, she posted just, obviously a covered picture. The big difference of losing 13 kilos of fat in a few months. SubhanAllah. And she mentioned having the motivation on top because of the community, because of the Stronger Muslim system, getting the help she needed, right? And without that, it would just have taken her so much longer time. So this is basically the Stronger Muslim system, right? And like I mentioned before, it's a combination of two things: fixing your actions and fixing your thoughts, your mindset. So we are using science in something I call the 5-pillar protocol. Obviously, we're basing it on the Sunnah, but here we can include a lot of the scientific research in terms of, if you zoom in here, you can see the 5-pillar protocol, which is included what I showed you, right? But just to show you where it comes from. So we have a pillar for the nutrition, the lifestyle eating, exercise with the plan ABC, the habits, the mindset, and support. Having all of that is going to create that lifestyle-based weight loss. But also, you just don't want to focus on your actions. You actually want to focus on your mindset. And that's why we're using a very, very ancient method called the Tazkiyah model. And this is something that has been mentioned and taught to the Muslim Ummah, over thousands of years. So this is how you purify your body and soul using the Tazkiyah model, right? And I have actually made a video on both. So this 5 pillar protocol is not included in the 7-part series because the 7-part series or mini course is basically a breakdown on every single pillar. But if you just want to see like the concept, I have a video on that. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can actually head to the free community I have on school. I'll have a link in the description. And this is going to be in the classroom. So it's going to be you're going to see the Stronger Muslim System. That's going to be one of the videos, 5 pillar protocol. And this Tazkiyah model, I'm going to talk much more about it when it comes to the mindset module, right? So you can either watch this through this mini series. I would watch this in a chronological order just to make sense out of it. But this is also available in the free community. So that is the Stronger Muslim System. So in the next episodes, what we're going to cover, obviously we're going to cover all the other pillars, right? So we have 5 episodes left. So we're going to cover the nutrition, the exercise, habits, mindset, and support, right? And then you should have everything you need, honestly. Becoming that stronger Muslim, getting rid of that belly fat that is stopping you on many levels in your life, and getting the energy and Iman back, inshallah ta'ala. So hopefully this was beneficial, inshallah ta'ala. And look, if you feel that this is amazing, which I think you should feel because this is based on the Sunnah, backed up by science, it's not something I can take credit for. I'm the messenger here giving you the information, right? So yeah, I hope that was beneficial, and make sure to subscribe to see the other episodes, like the video, share it to someone that you really think is going to benefit from it. And if you think this is amazing, head over and join the community. Watch the other stuff I do. And if you want to work with me personally, you can find out how to do that in the community, inshallah ta'ala. Otherwise, you can just go to my Instagram. If you're not following, follow and send me a message with the numbers 25. And I'm going to tell you about my new Stronger Muslim program called the Mentorship 25. That's why you can send me that number 25. And that's the maximum amount of mentorship clients I'm going to have. I'm not going to have more than that. They're going to be too many. So you can DM me on Instagram and I'm going to send you all the details on how to join it, what it means, and how it works. That's about it. See you in the next episode, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.